Frank Lloyd Wright's Falling Water, a serene, beautiful space. It rises from the earth and sits where it belongs in nature. Wright called this organic architecture. Our sparkling waters, rivers and tranquil streams flow from hidden places whispering secret stories. Our dreaming church spires and bells that ring from another time. A legacy of Guelph's storied agricultural past, of Guelph's stone homes that display a rich history. Today, Guelph's past and present coexist. Thanks to our best architect, Karl Brzdensky. Here's a glimpse of how Karl was deeply influenced by Frank Lloyd Wright, widely regarded as the world's greatest architect. Architects like Steve Gazzola.
Both of them shared strong vision. You know, they knew what they wanted to achieve.
Karl spent a lot of time choosing the right spot for the building, and in every respect he tried to follow Frank Lloyd Wright's ideas of organic architecture. That is, that a building should be entirely appropriate to its time, its place, and its use.
I originally came to Karl with a color concept for these columns. I suggested they be in a kind of a primer red, but that wasn't to be. Karl's vision was that strong that it was going to be white, and that's what you have here today.
And here is the view from the main hall of the Turf Grass Institute. The view of the Church of Our Lady on the skyline of Guelph. As you can see, Karl was really inspired by his student visit to Wright's Falling Water at Bear Run in Pennsylvania. There is no stream rushing out from under this balcony as there is at Falling Water, but this cantilevered balcony covers a carport, which is another idea of Frank Lloyd Wright's.
We're standing just inside the entrance. We have a low ceiling, but upon a few more footsteps, you enter into the church proper, and you see the expressive interior space of the church.
Like Frank Lloyd Wright, Karl Brzdensky liked to design every aspect of a building, from the overall design to the minutest detail of the art. And this is shown in the magnificent stained glass windows, which are the Stations of the Cross. Being in this building reminds me that Karl didn't design it all by himself. The local priest from Italy, Francis Siena, was very much involved in co-designing the building, and Karl gave him credit for that. So every detail was worked out by the two of them.
It was more remnant of candles, you know, that light level. It was a lower light level. And it was very peaceful, serene. It was perfect for reflection and prayer and services.
When authors Tom King and Helen Hoy, his partner, decided to build a home, they found inspiration in Frank Lloyd Wright.
When we were building this house, we wanted it to fit in the neighborhood. We didn't want it to be outsized. We didn't want it to look too new. Nor did we want it to look like just a duplication of some old version of something. But we have the peaks of the house matching the peaks of the House of Heads, which is across the street.
And so we tried to engage as many local artisans as we could to build parts of the house. And so the transom window was made by a fellow up in Elora.
So we deliberately chose natural materials. So this is limestone from around here, and even the walls and paths and so on are built often with stone that we pulled out of the ground.
If I die tomorrow, I like the idea that, you know, there's a house in town that I had a hand in building that, you know, will probably stand up for 100 years or so, maybe longer.
Architecture is that great living spirit, which from generation to generation, from age to age, proceeds, persists, creates, according to our nature and circumstances, as they both change. That really is architecture. Frank Lloyd Wright.